absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And incomplete to open things up. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Tempo.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fielded just inside the 20. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Steps away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let
me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Stop made there by Julius Peppers.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They'll toss it out to Carson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Janikowski good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They will go for it. Now Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. This is Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And when you don't pick up the necessary yardage in that situation, sometimes he starts to put a little doubt in the play caller's mind about what he's going to run on the next next play because most of them, they thought they were going to pick it up right then and there. Now they've got to adjust what they're doing, adjust what they're thinking, and maybe they go away from what they originally thought.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now it's Carson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 3rd down.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Four down. Watch 84.
Now Wilson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 73 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Carson. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards, and that's all he needed.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
You got 4. 95. Tempo, baby, let's go to work, come on. Gun.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 45 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Janikowski on for the extra point. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run with McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. To throw on second down is Newton. Flush to his right, and his throw is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it'll bring up third down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position. And
that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Let's go, 14.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Carson. Oh, spinning away. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go, 14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On third and goal, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Janikowski bangs it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the end zone, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.